When I first had this assignment and I was looking at it and I'm just like, how am I going to break this down into a speech that everyone can understand? How am I going to transfer my outline and everything that I've worked so hard on into words that I can remember every day? But being the person that I needed growing up is something that I strive for every single day. So, all in all, everything that's in my outline, everything that I've read up on, everything that I've been working on is literally at my fingertips. And it's stuff that I strive on and that I make sure that I am the person mirroring that I expect to see. Imagine for a moment that you are looking back in your life 10 years from now. And just imagine the person that you needed when you were a teenager trying new things, when you were unsure of how something was, so you tried it without your parents' consent, or uh, the things that you learned and faced the challenges and how like how great they were, right? First step was discovering your values, right? When you work on discovering your values, it's truly understanding what they stand for. The same values that you had when you were 11 years old are not the same values that you had when you were 15. They're not the same values that you had when you're 21. They always change in your adolescent years as you grow and as you mature and as you understand the type of person that you want to be, the type of things that you're worthy of, the type of things that you are ready to work for, the type of things that you are not going for. And ask yourself, what do you care about deeply? What principles guide you in the directions? For some of this, it might be integrity, kindness, or creativity. And others, it might be way different. And I'm not saying that is wrong and I'm not saying that is right. Everyone has their own ways of getting to where they need to be, right? Take time and reflect on your beliefs and don't be afraid to adjust them as you grow. Remember, your values may evolve as you learn more about yourself and more about the people that you're around and more about the opportunities that are set forth, right? You cultivate your resilience, right? I'm sorry, I always get tongue tied when I do that word. You cultivate resilience, right? Um, Resilience is the ability to bounce back after a difficult experiences and moving forward, right? When I 2.5 years ago, I had a stroke. I was at the most difficult time of my life. I had to be a mother. At that time, my daughter she's 7, 6.5, and I was a single mom, and I was out of work for 10 months, and I couldn't drive, and I had to have a heart monitor, and I had to move back in with my mother because at that time I could not function or I could not be alone with my daughter because I was afraid. I was afraid to go to sleep. I was afraid to eat. I was afraid to drive once I was able to be back on the road again. I just didn't trust myself fully. And my resilience is like it pushed me. Like it took everything in me to move forward because that is something that was so hard for me to bounce back from. And it was so difficult for me to move forward. And it wasn't letting about my setbacks defining me. I never was a person that allowed my setbacks to define me. But I'm always going to prove you wrong. I always want to see what's more. I always want to know what's more. I always want to learn what's more. And that's just something. And it came to the point where I had to build healthy relationships, right? I realized the people that were around me, the people that are around you determine so much about you. They determine about how you act, the type of things you partake in, the type of things that you're interested in, the type of people that you want to party with, if you're going to business meetings, if you're going to network brunches, or if you're going to the club, or if you're doing drugs all day, if you're always intoxicated. Those type of people matter. So I say build those relationships. Start by nurturing relationships that are built on respect, trust, and honesty. Whether it's family or friends or mentors, make sure that you are surrounding yourself with people that challenge you to do better, not bringing you down. Healthy relationships, they provide emotional support, guidance, and love, which are essential when you are navigating your life's ups and downs. It's also important to be the kind of person that adds value to people's life. You don't want to be a person that expect this and expect that and expect this and expect that, but you bring nothing to the table, because then your circle is going to start trickling down. Because if you're trying to gain something, why are you going to be something that somebody can't gain? Why are you why are you going to become a liability rather than an asset in my life, right? So how do you become the person that you needed growing up? It starts with discovering your core values, cultivating resistance, and facing challenges, and building strong, healthy relationships. Each of these steps will guide you, right, into the journey of becoming the person that you wanted to be growing up, even when it's 10 times harder than you expected it to be. It's something that overall is going to be resourceful and joyful in your heart, because when you realize the challenges that you help someone overcome, or you realize the things that you are going to learn about yourself and about other people around you while you're taking those steps, is just amazing. In the end of the day, the key to growing up is knowing that you are always evolving, and that's exactly how it should be. And that is the exact story that you should pass on to everyone. Give everyone that joy and that understanding and that courage of knowing that one day this can be you. Be the person you needed growing up. Thank you.